Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to our Tuesday Smackdown. I keep wanting to call it Tuesday Night Smackdown. Was it ever called Tuesday Night Smackdown? No, I don't think it was.
No, it's always been taped on Tuesdays, but it used to air on Thursdays, and it was Thursday Night SmackDown, and then Friday night. Well, technically, it was just SmackDown, and then they moved it to Friday Night SmackDown, and then when it moved back to Thursday, they started calling it Thursday Night SmackDown.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? I was watching that Raw 25 special last night on the network, and then it went into an old episode of Raw, but it was called Thursday Raw Thursday. I'd heard of that before, but I'd never seen anything about it.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, Thursday Raw Thursday. Anyway, SmackDown Live tonight. Other than Bobby Roode winning the U.S. title, the whole rest of the show was nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like, I'm not joking.
Yeah, I heard it was
nothing.
boring as shit.
Like, nothing happened. There was 4 matches, if that. I can tell you right now. Let's run it down. There was Jinder. Jinder defeated Xavier Woods in a semifinal U.S. tournament match, which went 18 minutes.
Jesus.
Roode defeated Mojo in a 14-minute U.S. title match semifinals. There was a 6-woman tag that went about 8-9 minutes. Riot Squad defeated Charlotte, Becky, and Naomi. Oh, there's 3 matches. Bobby Roode defeated Jinder in a 15-minute match.
They gave a lot of. I mean, I can kind of appreciate that they gave time to guys that deserve it.
I guess, but like we didn't see Owens and Zayn weren't on the show, which I expected them to be on the show, but being a non-physical role since Owens is working off an injury, I guess you can say.
True.
But before we go any further, I do got to give some love to our sponsors, Strong Style Brand and WrestleCrate. If you guys want to get some really cool t-shirts, hats, hoodies, flags, shoes. I can't say the word shoes. Head over to WrestleCrate. No, Strong Style Brand. I'm all kinds of messed up tonight. Strong Style Brand. Link in the description below. Use promo code PWUnlimited at checkout, and you will get 10% off of your purchase. They do have a really cool t-shirt I like where it's like a grunge-looking turnbuckle. It's pretty cool. Also,
yeah, it does look dope. I love it.
Also, check out WrestleCrate. They give you a bunch of really cool goodies every month. You get t-shirts, you get signed autograph 8x10s, you get figures. And in the next 3 WrestleCrates, you're going to get some really cool Being the Elite wrestling buddies. You can only get those, though, if you get the Elite box for $29.99, not the Light box for $14.99. Use promo code PWUnlimited at checkout to also get 10% off through WrestleCrate.
Yes, sir, and don't forget to check us out on Pro Wrestling Tees. We do have an official Pro Wrestling Tees store now. We do have a shirt up there. If that shirt does sell, we will continue to upload some cooler design to you guys. So
yes,
it's
sir.
Pro Wrestling Tees.
I should be putting another one up soon.
So yeah, keep an eye on the Pro Wrestling Tees. That's prowrestlingtees.com/Pro Wrestling ULTD. The URL is going to change soon, so also keep an eye on that.
Exactly.
So a lot of fun coming in there.
So I'll just get it out of the way. The Mixed Match Challenge was a match. Just get that out of the way really fast. I was surprised how quick they got it started. Like, I was watching SmackDown on the USA Network. It's showing Bobby Roode in the ring with Daniel Bryan and Shane. It fades to black. It takes me about 60 seconds to load it up on my phone through Facebook. And by the time it's loaded on my phone, Finn's already in the ring and Sasha's coming out. Like, they got this shit started quick.
Yeah, and I mean, I can appreciate that because people sitting inside the arena are probably like, fuck, now I got to fuck away for 205 Live happened first, right?
No. 205 is on right now.
No, but I thought it was taped earlier.
No.
Are you sure?
Can't call it live if it ain't live, buddy.
I guess.
No, what the plan is you do a dark match before SmackDown, like always. You do SmackDown. And then instead of going into an hour of 205 Live, you do 20 minutes of the Mixed Match Challenge, and then you do 30 minutes of 205 Live.
Okay, got you. Okay.
So 205 Live is getting cut back 30 minutes for the next 12 weeks.
I mean, lucky them, I guess. I think this could be a way that you can have some really, really good matches in a very, very short amount of time so people can be like, oh, it's only 30 minutes and there's a couple cool matches. Let's watch.
Right, because you're going to get the one match in the Mixed Match Challenge. So people can say, you know what? If I really don't care about this Mixed Match match, but I want to see 205 Live.
This Mixed Match match?
Mixed Match. Yeah, you know how many times... No, I'm not even going to...
Go ahead. You know how many times what?
I've had to re-record myself saying Mixed Match Challenge.
Oh, I could not say... today when I was recording the Sign Me video, I could not say independent wrestler. I would be like, impending. I'm like, am I stupid?
If anybody listening right now wants a good challenge, try to say Mixed Match Challenge 2 times fast.
Mixed Match Challenge, Mixed Match Challenge.
Yeah, you fucked that up.
Mixed Match Challenge, Mixed Match Challenge.
Fast. That was normal speed.
Mixed Match Challenge, Mixed Match Challenge. I win, you lose. Talk about SmackDown.
Anyway, so SmackDown starts off. The New Day comes out with the Pancakes.
Good.
And
is that slang for something?
Huh?
That's slang for something?
No, they came out with Pancakes. They came out with a podium and Pancakes on the podium.
That's where Pancakes belong.
Yeah, they ditched the Bootios, and now they're all about the Pancakes. So
sweet.
I'm waiting for that New Day waffle iron to come out or something. I don't know. Fuck.
Don't they have probably pancake mix or something?
It's not as cool. At least Bootios had the special New Day shaped marshmallows.
That's true.
All right, so they come out there and they're cutting a promo on Jinder Mahal and all that, and then Singh Brothers interrupt them, announce Jinder Mahal coming out, and they have a match. Like I said, match went at least 17, 18 minutes. Crowd starts chanting, "We want pancakes, we want pancakes," as Mahal and Woods botched a few spots.
Can I go on?
No, go for it.
Oh, well, I'm just going to, I don't like crowds that are assholes. I don't like the kind of crowds that chant, "This is boring." I don't like the kind of chants that are clearly attacking the wrestlers just because it's two guys that you might not like. I personally feel like if you really don't like the match that's happening, just don't chant, because at least they can do something to try to persuade you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that's just my 2 cents.
All right, so what did I say? They botched a couple spots. After a commercial break, Woods headbutted Mahal off the ropes, hit a missile drop kick, followed by a clothesline and a forearm. Singh Brothers got up on the apron, so Kofi and Big E chased him away. Woods hit a back suplex on Mahal, but then Mahal then dodged a springboard elbow attempt. Mahal then slid Woods into the bottom rope like Enzo when he got knocked out. What was it, Payback 2016?
Yes.
It's horrible.
Gosh.
Anyways, he then hits the Colossus, pins Xavier Woods. 1, 2, 3. He advances to the finals.
Now you had told me that your pick for this was Jinder.
It was. I really thought that they'd go Jinder. And I'll say right now, I predicted incorrectly.
Yeah.
We then have one of very many pre-taped segments backstage on people's cell phones. Literally, they kept doing all these damn videos of people with their cell phones talking about their Rumble, and it was so scripted. You can tell that they were like, here's your 1.5 to 2 lines. Read it really fast. Oh yeah, pull up your phone and just Dropbox us the video when you're done or something. That's how it came off to me.
I mean, that's extremely understandable, but
understandable for what?
You got to do it.
You got to do it. You could have just said, "Hey, here's the backdrop with the Smackdown logo. Everyone's going to rotate in. We got 20 minutes. We got 10 minutes." Literally, these videos were no longer than 30 seconds each. They could have recorded them all really fast with an HD camera instead of making them look super low rent. I think
it also gives it that. I'm not even looking at chat right now. Wow. I also think the cool thing is it kind of gives that feeling of oh, hey, a little bit of a backstage thing. Oh, this is off the cuff thing. We wanted to get their words immediately. Something like that, you know?
I guess, but Orton's, you can tell, was filmed over the weekend because he was standing next to one of the guardrails that said WWE Live event on it.
Fair enough.
So Orton may not have even been there tonight. Anyways, Baron Corbin cut a cell phone video, said that he was going to win the Royal Rumble. He said there's no distractions and that it was his time to main event WrestleMania. They then announced Goldberg for the Hall of Fame. They then talked about the handicap match for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. Renee Young interviews AJ Styles. AJ says that he's going to stop the Yep movement, and he's going to shut up the Muppets, and this is no longer the Cammy show. Kind of doing that relationship type name with Kevin and Sammy.
It's called a ship name?
Ship name? My bad. I'm not
I
that
get
hip.
you're not... I was supposed to say, I get you're not up with the kids' lingo these days, but it's
Nope.
called a ship?
A ship. Gotcha.
Like,
Anyways.
what do you think the ship name is for Ambrose and Rollins?
Ambrolins?
Amber Rollins. You're really close.
I've seen Ambrol. Anyways.
I'm sorry for your loss that you've had to see that.
Then they played another one of these cell phone videos, but it was all the women in the Royal Rumble, and they just kept playing them over one at a time. There was Carmella. She said that the Rumble is going to be fabulous. Natty kind of did some sort of little meow. Tamina said
that's so fucking annoying with the fucking
Yes.
meow bullshit.
Tamina then said it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're Naomi, Becky Lynch, or even Nia Jax. I'm going to teach you to fly when I throw you out of the Rumble.
Can I tell you something that bothered me about that?
What?
I don't like the promotion. Okay, so do you remember when the brand split happened?
Yeah.
What did Vince say that he wanted?
Competition?
Brand warfare.
Right.
So why are they promoting wrestlers from the other brand? Why do they promote Raw pay-per-views on SmackDown? You know what I mean?
Oh, I get what you're saying.
It just doesn't make sense to me. It kind of
Yeah.
bothers me. It takes away from that whole feeling. But regardless, continue.
Anyway, so Lana said that she was going to show everybody what she can do when she crushes the competition in the, what does she call it? The Ravishing Rumble.
Yes, I'm here for this.
And Naomi said everyone's going to feel the glow. Ruby Riott said nobody can stop her. Sarah Logan says what did she say? When you're running with a pack of wolves. She says something about when you're running with a pack of wolves, you learn how to not runners. It was some sort of backwards reference.
Let me tell you this. Nicholas Bronson, I agree. Sarah Logan and the microphone right now, they need some time apart. They need a break.
No. Do you remember when Kane had to work concession. Do you remember this?
Yes, with Ryback.
Sarah Logan was supposed to be, she played his boss, and she was actually great in that segment. She was like, all right, so I heard you like to burn things, so you're not going to be on the fryer. I'm going to make you chips. Yeah, you're chips. You're working chips. Let's go. Like, she was good then.
My favorite thing is I saw a video, and just trying to listen to her talk was like, Daniel is prejudiced from people from the South. And it's like, oh, God, please help me.
From what I've heard of her previously, I never knew her accent was so thick. I honestly think they're making her
Thick.
They're making her play it up. I think they're making her do it thicker than normal.
Dude,
I've heard her accent not sound as like just barely sound. You know what I mean? So
I love when people do it thicker than normal.
We then had Liv Morgan. She said that she was here to live forever, and then Becky Lynch said she was going to be the last woman standing. And it wasn't really that good of a whole spiel. Like literally, you can really tell. Like I said, they were handed a script, said memorize this line, and record it really fast. Like it was way over scripted. So then we go on. We have Bobby Roode versus Mojo. About 13-minute match. It was okay. Roode made a comeback early after Rawley hit him with a shoulder tackle off the post. Rawley cut him off briefly, but Roode nailed a spine buster. And then Corey Graves says, nobody hits a better spine buster in all of professional wrestling than Bobby Roode.
Arn Anderson.
Well, maybe he meant current.
Arn Anderson.
Yeah,
Fine, you want current? Scott Dawson.
Arn Anderson did hit Dolph with a spine buster at Starrcade.
I remember that.
Anyways, it was a pretty much nothing match. Like I said, he hit the spine buster, hit the glorious DDT, won it. Singh brothers then run in and attack Bobby Roode afterwards. Then they run off, and Bobby calls for a mic. He says, "Hey! If you wanna do this right now, we could do this tonight and not wait till next week." Ginger then says, "No, you don't tell me when to do things. It's my time or no time." And so Daniel Bryan comes out and goes, "You know what? We're gonna do this match tonight in the main event."
Is he a heel or a face? Tell me right now.
Who?
Daniel Bryan.
I think
heel or
he's
face?
supposed to be a heel. I think.
I don't know what he's supposed to be.
It's the intrigue. It makes it a little interesting. Like you got to watch every week to figure out the next little sign of is he heel or face? Is he heel or face? So I mean, it's got some people interested in wanting to figure that out.
True.
We then had a 6-woman tag team match, Riot Squad versus Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Naomi. Charlotte and Liv Morgan started off the match. It was an okay match. Riot Squad worked over Lynch for a while until she tagged in Naomi with the hot tag. Naomi ran wild on Liv Morgan. Charlotte speared Sarah Logan out of the ring, but the referee was distracted. Riot then hit Naomi with her kick off the apron. Liv Morgan then followed it up with a jawbreaker for the win on Naomi.
Jawbreaker is a finishing move?
That's what she did.
I don't know. It's not really a finishing move to me, but I mean, whatever floats your goat.
Hey, maybe she's still figuring out what she wants to do. But we then go in to have Dasha Fuentes interview the Usos.
She's getting better.
Not here. I've seen her better than this.
I mean, in general, she's getting better at being able to talk to people.
They said, people can't tell us apart. And they did the whole thing where Jimmy goes, well, I'm Jimmy, and that's Jay. Jay, Jimmy. Jay, Jimmy. He goes,
arrested, not arrested.
Right?
DUI,
goes,
no DUI.
And then he goes, wait, how did these two even become a tag team? And Jimmy goes, well, tag team Tinder.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And then he goes, Gable's just looking for the rebound ever since his tag team partner Jason Jordan left him for Raw.
I mean, fucking
Gable.
Yes.
Yeah.
I live for this.
Gable and Benjamin then run in, tack them, knock them down. They go, oh, we know who you guys are. And Gable points at one of them and goes, and you hear Shelton go, former. And he points to the other one and goes, champion.
I really just want to hear, arrested, not arrested. DUI, probably another DUI in the future.
They then aired a pretty long video package hyping up the WWE title match at the Royal Rumble. We then found out that Trish Stratus is going to be on Raw 25 next week.
Rock and roll. She had a good theme song.
Shinsuke then cut one of those cell phone promos, said 30 men, one destiny, one winner, me, let's rumble. I hate the way they make them do his promos. Like, they got to break them up. You can only say like 2 or 3 words at a time.
To be fair though, it was kind of funny, wasn't it? It was kind of cool. He's so cool.
I mean, he's good at what he does. So any crappy dialogue, he can figure out how to make it sound decent.
Let's be honest right now. Shinsuke Nakamura and Finn Balor are the coolest guys in wrestling in the WWE. Not just wrestling, but in the WWE.
I guess you can say that.
Him, both of those guys probably the coolest.
We then had a little clip from the Fashion Files. Rusev and Aiden English were relegated to the Fashion Files this week.
Yikes! Why? I'll ask you at the
end. So Tyler Breeze was, I guess, acting like an interviewer or whatever. I don't even know. He was trying to pretend he was Brene Young. He was interviewing Rusev and Fandango. Fandango accepted a match on behalf of the Ascension, who were he said something about some gluten-free. I don't even know. It was whatever. He's pretty much, I think Rusev and Aiden English are going to take on the Ascension soon. That's what I got from it.
That's what. I mean, could be. I don't even know.
Well, you know how the Ascension kept accepting matches for them with the Bludgeon Brothers, so they did the same thing. It was pretty much, yeah. So we have the main event. Bobby Roode, Jinder Mahal. Both guys are wearing blue trunks, blue knee pads with black boots, and the same color wrist tape. It was pretty funny.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Roode is really selling his ribs after the attack earlier in the night from the Singh brothers. Mahal worked him over by driving him into the side of the ring and dropping him rib first on the barricade. Then we went to commercial. Come back from commercial. Mahal is working over Roode's yet again.
Roode's ribs. Yeah, you had those all backwards.
It was. Roode eventually hit a blockbuster, but Mahal slipped out of a glorious DDT, and they each took a clothesline, knocking each other down. Mahal countered another DDT attempt, tried to go for the Colossus, but Roode countered that into the glorious DDT, became the new Intercontinental champion. No, United States champion.
Are you okay?
No.
Oh.
New United States champion.
The new US champion.
Well, that was SmackDown. Not much
Really a boring show tonight.
Not much there at all.
Who's your prediction to win the Daytona 500?
Oh, that's too hard to say right now. I need another month to figure out everything.
I have no idea how this works.
There's too much going. There's too much going on right now, and because I don't look at it as. Never mind. It's a whole convoluted thing because I look at it differently than who's going to win.
Anyway,
I do fantasy NASCAR, so I have to strategize more than I think this guy's going to win. I think this guy's going to get me a good finish.
So just checking out the comments here. Be sure to I guess we can if that's the end, we can open up for calls.
Yeah, we can take some calls. 559-475-8473.
Hey, the phone number is right this time.
Towards the end of the show.
Phone number is right on the screen this time, dude.
It is correct. Well, I fixed it last night when you told me it was wrong. I fixed it midstream.
Tid, no more drinking before you come live.
My bad. It's all that Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Let's see. Royal Outcast, the women's tag team match, had me yawning, talking about deja vu.
And so as we wait for calls to come in, be sure to check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/PWUnlimited. You can get a lot of cool perks, like access to patron-only things, such as merchandise, videos, get some behind-the-scenes stuff. There's cool stuff. You guys can check it out. You can do as little as $1, as much as $2,000.02. Up to you. So yeah, go check it out there. Patreon.com/PWUnlimited.
All right. Just reading through some of these comments here.
Tim didn't misspell anything. Shocking.
I know. Hey, we got a call. Let's take a call.
Let's take call. Eat pant.
No? Did we? Oh, there goes. Caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
Yo, Nick, Tim, how's it going, guys?
Pretty good.
What's
Yourself?
going on, man?
Do you guys think that they got it right by putting the title on Bobby Roode? Because I think he should have had it a while ago.
I think. What was the last U.S. champion? A heel?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Baron
the last
Corbin.
U.S. champion was a heel. It was Dolph.
Dolph, I guess you can say.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess I hope this starts to bring out Roode's character. They start to give him a little bit more of a personality. Other than that, I think this is a way to start slowly formatting Roode's new personality when he's going to turn heel very soon.
I hope so.
I think, yeah, I agree with you guys. Yeah, in NXT, he was better as a heel.
Oh yeah, especially when he was.
Oh yeah,
when he was like a heel world champion in TNA, he was great.
Great. Oh, yeah, and I saw you guys. I saw that they finally signed Ricochet and War Machine, right?
Yes.
Yep. And Candice LeRae.
Yo, yeah, but my last thing, do you guys honestly think War Machine should go to NXT? They've been wrestling they've been on the indies for a while, right? Do you think they need NXT or not?
But that's like saying, should Bobby Roode have gone to NXT when he had been wrestling for over 10 years? Eric Young been wrestling for over 10 years. Hell, Bobby Roode worked dark matches for WWE back in 2001, 2002 before signing with TNA.
True that, but if they do, if they don't, I think WWE needs a tag team like War Machine, and I'm happy Ricochet's finally here.
I think what's going to happen with the War Machine thing is their name is not as big as some of these others we've seen signed over the last couple of years, so they're going to need to put them in NXT just to get the WWE audience to know who they are. Because to be honest, unless you watch New Japan or Ring of Honor,
Indies, you don't. Or Indies, you really don't know.
Right, which a lot of WWE fans don't. You may not even know who they are. With Ricochet, that's a different one because he always has all these interesting clips that get thrown up on Twitter randomly all the time, so you may have heard of him before.
True, yeah. Well, thanks for taking my call, guys.
All right, have a good night.
Have a good night, brother.
See you.
All right. So yeah, I really think they're all just gonna go straight to NXT, except for Candice LeRae, which is a little interesting thing that I may have looked too much into. With the whole her announcement of being signed was only tweeted out by the main WWE Twitter account, and the other others were all tweeted out by the NXT account.
Gruss512 says Mike Bennett should have went to NXT.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he should have.
Especially since they had no plans for him. I mean, I understand I can't even say that.
Yeah, no, seriously.
I mean, I understand he ended up going to rehab, and his wife got pregnant, so it killed the whole whatever they did have possibly planned for them. Like, I hope all just goes well for him.
Yeah, no, seriously. I hope he comes back soon. I hope he comes back with a vengeance. Because I remember
just throw him down. Because I mean, he didn't do too much on SmackDown anyway, so maybe they can still just throw him back down on SmackDown. I mean, it wouldn't hurt nothing. Just bring him in for the tapings. If they really just don't want him on the road or something, I don't know. Bring him in just for the tapings.
I like how someone says here, what if Ziggler debuts in the Bullet Club? That'll never happen anyway.
Caller,
what's up, guys? Oh, not much. First time calling in. Just wanted to see what you guys thought about Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Do you think so they could get the tag team titles at WrestleMania?
No, I think they're gonna. I think that'll probably go to. If I'm being completely honest with you, and in my perfect world, I think once Finn Balor and the Club go over to SmackDown, the Club's gonna win it. And then Finn's gonna win the world title, and then you're gonna have a all Club champion over on the SmackDown.
Almost all Club.
Almost all Club.
So you're saying it's gonna be like a 3-on-3 with the Club versus AJ Styles and Kevin Owens and Sami?
No, I'm not saying that. I wouldn't say that.
I think the Club, like Gallows and Anderson, will win the titles at Mania. Finn will beat AJ at Mania for the SmackDown title. They'll end the night with the Balor Club being the champions.
Okay.
It's a good possibility.
Yeah, I would just call. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I just want to get your opinion on.
All right.
For sure, man. Have a good night. Thanks for calling.
No, Nick, I got a question on that.
I possibly have an answer.
I get how we can get Finn to SmackDown, but how do we get Gallows and Anderson to SmackDown? Do they just all of a sudden say, "Oh, we're going with Finn"?
We're a faction. They're a Balor Club now.
But that kills the brand split when you can just.
It'll be a trade.
We'll see.
So, Raw will get something out of it.
Hopefully.
You
John Vahol says, "Bludgeon Brothers, damn it."
I hate the Bludgeon Brothers.
What?
So boring, man. It's just so 1980s WCW.
Ip Manx? Adam Cole joining the Club? Well, he's already got his own faction.
Yeah, I think until Undisputed Era eventually breaks up, we're not going to get that. I don't even think he will ever join the Balor Club.
No.
Honestly, I don't see that.
Kenny Omega says Superstar Shakeup. Well, I guess you can... it might be too predictable. You move Finn over after winning the Rumble, and then Gallows and Anderson come after Mania with the Superstar Shakeup.
Well, I mean, what I think if they do want to do a Superstar Shakeup, and this isn't going to happen, I'm saying if they do want to, what you would do is after the Rumble when Finn says I'm going to SmackDown, and you can have people on SmackDown saying, on Twitter they could be like, hey, if he just gets to come, I want to go to Raw. I want to do this on Raw. So then you can be like, oh, both the general managers decided we're going to do another Superstar Shakeup. Something like that.
Right.
I don't know. I just feel like if they ever want to do it, they have to pull the trigger. If they don't do it after the Rumble, then the Club is going to suffer without Finn.
I do have to address something here in the chat. Alistair Black says, whoa, CM Punk is number 2 for Raw 25.
Confirmed return?
No, I didn't know this. Like before I even watched it, I had heard Punk was number 2, and then I texted you, and I was like, oh, Punk's number 2. What's that going to make people think? But then when I watched it, it was actually all fan voted.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. They didn't put it at number 2. The fans voted at number 2. And for it to be number 2 leads me to believe that the fan voting was legit.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a good way to get it over.
All right. Let's take one final call here.
Yeah, let's take one call to end the night.
All right. Paula, you're on the air. What's going on?
Hello. Smackdown Live. Oh, sir.
Excuse me?
Huh?
Oh, sorry. Just nervous. First time ever on your show.
Not a problem.
But, the Kevin Owens incident when, they were trying to do that segment, I think, who's your pick at the Rumble, like, what they're going to do? to Kevin and Sammy.
AJ's going to retain?
AJ's going to retain. They're going to turn on each other, I think.
I don't know about that. I think AJ's going to retain, though. Some way, how?
What I said, like, on the Twitter, I said, Sammy is going to, like, the Luva kick and going to turn it in to Kevin, and Kevin trying to take the pin, right? And Sammy's going to let him know it's going to be my turn, and they're going to fight it out, and Kevin Owens is going to find a way to hit Sammy.
Well, either way,
phenomenal.
Either way, they already said that they're going to be co-champions.
Right.
So they said that they'll both be the SmackDown champion. So over time, that could happen. Sammy could be like, hey, I don't want to share this. I want this to be mine. I worked my ass off to get this. You've had your moment. This is time for my moment. My time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. But I don't think that'll happen at the Rumble at all.
But I do think you do have go for it.
I think that's going to happen. Like, I could see that picturing because they're going to feud. I think Sammy and Kevin's on a feud. That's why they're doing the Shane McMahon feud. And Daniel Bryan is hoping. Like, Daniel Bryan's going to cost from the match and stuff.
It could be possible, but you never know. So thanks for your call, brother.
All right, thank you. Have a nice night.
I think that was half right. I think there could be a spot where Owens and AJ are fighting at some point. Sammy goes to do the haluva kick, misses AJ and hits Kevin Owens. AJ then hits his finisher, whether that's the clash or the forearm on Sammy, and then retains. I could see that being the finish.
Yeah, I see that happening.
Sammy screws something up because you can't accidentally have Owens hit his powerbomb on Sammy. So a way to have one guy accidentally hit the other with his finisher would have to be Sammy hitting Kevin.
How do you accidentally hit someone with a haluva kick?
They're both fighting kind of. Well, you have Sammy, because Sammy does it where he's just running into the corner and kicks them. So you have them fighting kind of near the corner, and then Sammy thinks, all right, I'm going to hit AJ, and then Kevin take the pin or I take the pin or something. And AJ ducks down at the last second as Sammy already has his leg up. And when AJ ducks at that last second, Kevin doesn't see it coming because AJ was between them. Boom, Kevin takes it straight to the chin.
All right, so you know what I see happening more likely than that?
What?
Owens just hits him with a really hard super kick.
That's where I thought you were going to go, because once I said it, I started thinking that as well.
Yeah, you could just hit him with a super kick. Owens can take a pin. It's fine.
Very true.
Owens is a lot like The Miz, where if he takes a pin, it's really not the end of the world, though... I don't even know what this chat is arguing about right now.
I don't either.
I don't know. I just kind of let them argue amongst themselves.
Whoa, dude, when did the racist card get... What the...
They're talking to each other. MOB and Kaysen are talking to each other. But with that, we'll let them continue the argument. But that's going to be the end of the stream for us. Thank you guys for tuning in. I have been Nick. You can follow me on Twitter at PW_Armstrong. That has been Tim. He's at TimmyBuddy. Be sure to follow Pro Wrestling Unlimited on Twitter at PWUnlimited. Facebook.com/Pro Wrestling ULTD. The same as the Pro Wrestling T Store. Stick right here on YouTube if you're new. Hello. Thank you all to the 2 first-time callers. We really appreciate it. Congratulations, Bobby Roode. With that, any last words, Tim?
Yeah. Thank you, everybody that helped us get to 64,400 subscribers. We're on the road to 100,000. We should hit it before our 3-year mark. We should hit 100,000 subscribers probably well before SummerSlam. And that's all thanks to you guys, telling people about the channel, sharing out our videos, getting new eyes on Pro Wrestling Unlimited. And so now we work towards the goal of 100,000 subscribers, hopefully in less than 5 or 6 months.
Yeah, that would be great. And if we do get there, we do have a lot of dank things planned. Have a good day. Good night. I don't know where I am. Goodbye.
Good night, guys.